Hi, this is Kim from Helium Studio. We'll help you put your maker hat on, putting together some decoupage eggs today. These are wooden eggs. We have torn up little scrapbook papers and small pieces. I think you'll find that the bigger pieces are hard to make lay flat on the egg. So we tore it up into small pieces. We found some interesting words on our paper sample, so like flourish and inspire and forgive, and I think rejoicing was in there. So you'll tear up the little pieces of paper, maybe save those pieces that have the strategic words that you want to highlight aside and add those at the end. Or add those in a place to make sure you don't paper over it. So right now we're using the Mod Podge that's in your kit with a paintbrush that you will provide. And this is kind of a flat end paintbrush, and it does a pretty good job of forcing the paper down. Although you'll see that I did get to a point where I wanted to use my fingers. Mod Podge is like Elmer's glue. It will not hurt you. You don't have to wear gloves as long as you don't have any sensitivities to glues. This is a water-based glue, and so you'll see that I put that word flourish in a place that I would be able to find it later, and when I display the egg, it'll be right on the front. And so we continued putting the paper, adhering the paper on the egg. Sometimes you might have to press it down with your fingers to make it stay and not to have a lot of creases. And so here we are, the egg is completely covered, and it has dried as well. You could dry it with a hair dryer if you want to speed it up, or just move on to another egg while that one's drying. You have a piece of cotton in your kit, and I suggest maybe tearing it in half. You can tear it, you can cut it so that you can wrap it around your egg, and you see here how it's wrapped around the egg. You can adhere the end again with Mod Podge. You don't need a whole lot. And just wrap it around. Make sure the back of your piece of cotton is where it won't show, unless you want it to show, which is totally up to you. And so here I am kind of adhering that cotton down so it will stick, and I'm pulling off the stray threads that you might get once you adhere that down. Next, we are taking the jute, or the twine, whatever you'd like to call it, that is also included in your kit, in a little plastic envelope with a couple of charms in it, and we're wrapping that jute. This is called polished jute, actually, so it's pretty smooth. We're wrapping it around the egg, and we'll tie a bow on the front after we take the little charm. I chose the love heart charm, and I strung that onto the jute. And then I tied a bow, and you might have to try the bow tying a few times. I wanted to make sure that my bow was the way I liked it in terms of size and how much extra jute I had hanging off the egg. That's totally up to you, the size of the bow and how much of the jute hangs off of it. So snip the ends and arrange your bow so that it is the way you like it. And there it is. What a sweet little egg.